Then along comes the final report, and that is going to include 4 sections. The link to your digital prototype, a formative evaluation of your digital prototype, a report on the lessons learned throughout this e-learning design experience, and your rating of the digital prototype using Merrill's 5-star rating guide. So regarding the link to your digital prototype, you need to provide any login information that may be required if it's required, any special instructions if there's anything special about how I should access your lesson, and also make sure that I have permissions to view everything. Then the next piece of the report is going to be your formative evaluation, and for this we are requesting that you find at least 3 people to look through your document and try to help you spot any issues that you may have and you can't see anymore because you've been working on this for so long. This is actually a very eye-opening exercise for students. So ideally you want to find people who are as close as possible to your target audience, but we know that with the time crunch you may not be able to find them. Try to find people that are as close to the target audience as possible, but if not, husbands, wives, kids, whoever you have close by, or whoever you can interview over the internet will do. And what you'll include in the report is going to be a summary of the results and a listing of the changes you would make or not make based on those outcomes. So, maybe because you found 3 people, one person said this screen is great, the other one said this screen is terrible, and what are you going to do about that? You probably cannot make changes based on the opinion of 2 different people. So you explain that as well. Sometimes the changes are things that you must change even if you only tested with 3 people, and sometimes you won't be able to make any changes based on those 3 opinions, and that's fine. Then the next portion is your report on the lessons learned throughout the experience, and that'll include your discussion of the key decisions or changes you made, what worked well and didn't work well, what would you do differently, what would you do the same, and any recommendations you would have for instructional designers tackling similar projects. The last section of your report is going to be, again, a self-evaluation using Merrill's 5-star rating. Now, this is going to be based on the actual digital prototype. And so if you end up working on it and it looks like the previous one, don't get concerned, don't worry about it. We know this is a possibility. If you did not make any major changes between your paper prototype and the digital one, then both ratings are going to be pretty much the same. But this exercise is designed to capture changes between the paper prototype and the digital prototype. So if there are changes, they will be illustrated in this rating. If there are none, well, we'll see there were no changes. But you still go through the exercise and think about the digital prototype and how it implements the best practices that Merrill provides.